Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel, please leave your thumbs up, and please leave your comments. First of all, I want to say thank you all so much for all the support you give me on this channel. I really do appreciate you for that. We really need it. The COLA raise increase is not making everyone happy, but really and truly, even though the COLA raise is small, I mean, it's bigger than it has been in recent years, is 5.9%. But in the bottom line, in your bottom line, it don't make a big hill of beans difference, because it's eaten up with the rising cost of Medicare. So this raise is not making a lot of people very happy, but hear me out on this. It really should make you happy, because whether you get the COLA raise or not, and you are going to get it, but whether you get it or not, Medicare is going up every year. And if you didn't get that COLA raise, that money would have to come out of your pocket, the money that you have right now. Right now, even though it's mostly eaten up by the rising cost of Medicare, it's like that money is not really coming out of your pocket. Yeah, it would be nice if you could put 5.9% onto your bottom line, but that's just not the way the world works today. But it is paying for the increase of Medicare, so that part should make you happy. Okay, y'all, what I'm going to say right now is not going to be very popular. It's not going to sit well with everyone, but it has to be said. You come here for the truth, right? With inflation and the lack of stimulus checks, a lot of people in my comments and in other YouTubers' comments that I see, they're saying stuff like, well, there won't be no Christmas this year. We'll have to have no Christmas this year. No Christmas gifts this year. Y'all, something you should know by now. Christmas is not about the gifts that you buy or receive. It's about the gift that we have in heaven waiting for us. It's about the gift that God sent to save us from all damnation. So yeah, we can have a real good Christmas if we change our hearts and quit making it so about getting a gift or giving a gift. The gift is waiting for you in heaven. That's what Christmas is all about. Again, I want to say thank you all so much for all the support that you give me on this channel. I really do appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Last week we heard Joe Biden tell the Port of California to work more hours and to get more work done, work harder, to get this 100+ cargo ships that are just sitting in the port. He wants them unloaded faster. Right now I see two things that is driving inflation. That is the printing and reckless spending of worthless money. Every time they print more money, that devalues the money that we have already. A year ago, gasoline prices was a half the price that they are today. That is because of printing worthless paper. When they print money like that, it's just like, it feels like it's free money. Y'all, there's no free rides. We're going to pay for it, and we're paying for it with inflation. The other thing is, with all these ships sitting there waiting to be offloaded, y'all, when is our young, able-bodied people going to go back to work and get those ships unloaded? Those ships sitting out there is another reason for inflation. The stores are running out of goods, supply and demand. I mean, if they've only got a few products and 10 people wants it, they can jack the prices up. That's where inflation comes in. So if we want to look at who's at fault of inflation, it's two people. the government for printing all of this worthless paper, and the young people for not going back to work. I'm not talking about everybody going back to work. I know everybody can't. There's certain circumstances in everybody's life that prevents them from going back to work. They're disabled, they've aged out of the working age, that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about the young, able-bodied people not going back to work, refusing to go back to work because they're sitting at home waiting for a stimulus check. Well, y'all, even if you go back to work today and they pass a stimulus check, you're still not going to be made enough money to get you out of the stimulus check category. So you would probably still get a stimulus check. Plus, you'll have a job to boot. And we can start working on this inflation thing. Because if we reverse the supply and demand, prices will start coming back down. So, now, anytime that you ask any lawmaker, I'm not picking on one certain one, they're all the same way right now. Anytime you ask them, are we going to get this bill done by this date? Are we going to get it done by this date? We get the same response from all of them. They all say something in the range of, we need to get it done. They're not really answering your questions. Yeah, we need to get it done. So how about working harder, working more hours to get this done, just like Joe Biden said to the Port of California? How about them practicing what they preach and work harder and work more hours to get it done for the American people? Do their job or get out of office. Federal mandates and the poke in the arm. Y'all, the federal government is imposing these mandates on us that we wear a mask. That has been proven time and time again that they don't work. They are imposing this mandate that everybody gets that poke in the arm or they're going to lose their job. How is the federal government doing this? This is for your health and safety. The federal government does not have the power to make these mandates. These mandates are up to the states to make. So why and how is the federal government getting away with it? It's because we're letting them get away with it. They call for these mandates, and then what do? We conform. And we start getting the poke in the arm, or we start getting the shot, just like they say, giving them the power to get it done the way they want it done. Even though legally the federal government does not have say in your health situation. That would be the state lawmakers. So if we're sheep, if we're just doing everything that they say do because they say do it, that's how they're getting it done. Don't conform. Don't conform to anything that they mandate. We live in a free country. Now, I agree you should wear a mask and you should get a shot. I did and I do. But you should have the choice to do it for your individual self. My problem is they're taking that choice away. We're free people. We're not slaves. In this next bill, we have $17 billion sitting there. And they say they're going to use this money to get this 100 plus ships offloaded. That money would help get them offloaded. Y'all, I think the answer to this, well, first of all, the answer that the government has for everything is just throw money at it and it will go away. But my answer to this problem of getting these ships offloaded is for the young, able-bodied people to go back to work. That will get these ships unloaded and start reversing the effect of inflation. Now, if they want to talk about what the problem is, I believe it is the young people are not going back to work. And they're going to be saying stuff like, there's no jobs. On that, I call total bullshit. There's plenty of jobs out there. Then the next thing they're going to be saying is, well, they don't pay enough and they're part-time jobs. Okay, fair enough. You're probably right. But all of this is temporary. If you can't find a full-time job, take 2 part-time jobs. You're not working more. 2 part-times equals 1 full-time job. So take 2 part-time jobs. It's going to be temporary because all of the jobs hadn't came back yet. There is millions upon millions of jobs out there, but maybe your job has not came back yet. If you take a job now, fill up these positions, create the need for more jobs. Eventually your job will come back. Then you just pivot over. It's that simple. But y'all, we do have to start somewhere. Y'all, when I'm talking about going back to work, I am not talking about everyone going back to work. I know there's some people out there that can't go back to work. Either they're disabled, they've passed the working years of their life, other reasons. And I totally understand that. But if you're young, able-bodied, and can go back to work, but you choose not to because you're waiting on that stimmy check, come on, y'all. You're the problem. Go back to work. Bring inflation down. Going back to work will bring inflation down because you're going to be reversing supply and demand problems. You're going to be reversing the problem in your bottom line because you're going to be able to put more money at your bottom line. So don't let life pass by. Do not destroy the United States economy. Do not destroy your chances of having a better Social Security check in your later years because you don't want to go back to work now. Here's something for you to think about. The longer you stay out of work, the less money you're going to be paying into Social Security, the less money you're going to be paying into Medicare. So when you get to the age of drawing Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA, you're going to be paid in less. You're going to be getting less money. So if you want to retire on Social Security, even though Social Security is not meant to be a retirement, it's a supplement to your retirement. A lot of people don't understand that, and that's all they have to retire on. But if you want a bigger Social Security check, go back to work today. Pay in more Social Security tax. Then when you get ready for it, the money's there. Boom, you're in like Flint. Y'all sound off in the comments below what you think about all this garbage. And I believe we will get out of this pretty soon. Jesus is going to turn all of this around for us. Y'all check out the links below, the We the People website, the We the People Facebook group, and say a prayer for our world, say a prayer for our country, say a prayer for our leaders, even though they're not leading. They do need your prayers. Also say a prayer for everyone around the world that's hurting through COVID, financial hardship, or any other affliction. And just know I love you all. Until next time, ciao.